What is going on, guys? It is Vital here today, bringing you a brand new video. And finally, I am back from vacation. For those of you who don't know, I went to Florida for about a week during my spring break, and I'm finally back. It was Friday night when I just got back, and I'm going to record this video. So I'm going to be doing a class setup video for competitive Call of Duty. But first, a lot of things have happened since I was here to make a YouTube video. So one of the things that happened was Optic Nadeshot is taking a leave of absence from Optic Gaming. Not from competitive Call of Duty as a whole, but he stepped down as captain of the team because he felt like he wasn't driven to win as much. He wasn't having as much fun. He was getting a lot of hate. So he's still playing tournaments, and he's actually won 2 tournaments on game battles since he left the game, or since he left the team. And Karma took his spot. So Optic Gaming is Karma, Krim, Scump, and Formal. So I think if it was a smart move by Nadeshot because he just wanted to have fun playing with who he likes to play with, and he might go to UGC Niagara, which is another LAN with a pickup team just for fun. So he's definitely not stepping completely away. I'm pretty sure he'll be on Optic at some point again when he decides to come back to the team. And another thing that happened, Black Ops 3 was announced, and it got me a little bit worried at first because there was a picture of what looked like to be the leaked box art, which was a guy with 2 pistols, but it looked like he had like futuristic armor on. So I was kind of skeptical about whether or not there's going to be exosuits in the game. Still am. It is in the future, according to Charlie Intel. You can go check out their Twitter page if you want to know more about the game. They have like everything on there. So it is in the future, so there could be exosuits. I'd rather play a classic Call of Duty with no exosuits, but if they are going to be in the game, the one thing I have to say is that the hit detection needs to be better, because when you're dashing and dodging bullets around in Advanced Warfare and you're trying to shoot some guy that's dodging all your bullets, even if it looks like you're hitting him, it might not be because the hit detection's not as good during boosts. I have seen a rumor that it's only horizontal movement like that, so you can only boost left or right. You can't go up in the air, which would be fine with me. I think that whatever Treyarch is doing with the game will be good because Von der Haar is the savior, and we all love him. So I'm just playing, but Black Ops 2 is so good. I just hope Black Ops 3 is just as good. So, and then there's a ton of team changes going on in the COD League, and I'm going to be doing a separate video for that, so stay tuned. It might be up tomorrow. Well, tomorrow Saturday I'll upload this video, and then Sunday I might have that video up. So, alright, now that I've gone through with all the updates. Oh, one more thing. I broke 100 Twitter followers, so make sure to go check out my Twitter if you haven't already and follow me. I have 121 followers now, so I gained about 40 followers in about a week, so that was pretty cool. Like, I was sitting in the car on the way to Florida, and I just gained, like, 15 followers in, like, 30 minutes. I'm like, what's happening? Like, I didn't do, like, one of those follow gamer pages or whatever. I, like, just gained a bunch of followers. I was like, okay. But, anyways, we're going to get to the classes now. Okay, so my first 2 pages right here are going to be my hardpoint classes, and these are only for hardpoint only. Only for hardpoint only. That was redundant. Anyways, this first class is a standard ASM1 class. You'll see a lot of players rock this. It's just standard quick draw, advanced rifling, and grip, which is only attachments I ever run on my ASM1. I don't run any laser or rapid fire. I don't even know if rapid fire is allowed anymore, but I don't run it. And lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor, overclock, and 2 stuns. Stuns are really overpowered in this game, so if you guys haven't played or you're just getting into playing it, make sure you use stuns. My next class is going to be the same exact class, except I have Semtexes this time, so that's just in case none of them are running flak jacket, and I'm going to just nade hills with my Semtexes. I'll probably switch between these 2 classes in a lot of games, like in the middle of games, switch and nade and stun at different points. So this is a flak jacket ASM1 class, which I will use if the enemy team is running frags or Semtexes, and I am playing inside the hill more, because flak jacket will not take as much grenade damage unless they're running danger close. And if they're running danger close in hardpoint, then they're a little bit clueless. But I could run the Trophy EXO if I wanted to, but I don't because it's a little inconsistent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I feel like for respawn, I really want that flak jacket because I know I won't die. But if the trophy system fails, then I might. So, only reason I run that. All right, this is the same class again with with double semtexes. It's pretty much the same thing as these two. I will pull it out periodically throughout the game. If they're running nades, I'll have these two classes ready to go. And then this last ASM1 class is going to be a hardwired class. The reason I'm using hardwire in this class is because if they're using stuns or UMPs, if you're using a lot of stuns or UMPs, I'm going to want hardwired so it doesn't affect me. As bad. And the reason why I don't have hardwired on this class, just in case you didn't know, is Blast Suppressor makes it so you can't see when you EXO on the minimap. So they're going to be able to see me on the minimap with the EXO, but I do get to counter stuns and EMPs easier, so that's good. Okay, so now I got 3 battle classes. One's a standard battle class with stock, grip, and quick draw, and these are the only attachments I ever use on the battle, so I won't go over attachments anymore. But I got lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor, overclock, and double stun. So basically the same as the ASM1 first class, except with an assault rifle. And this is the same exact class with semtexes now. Basically, I'll switch between these two throughout the game. If they're not running flak jacket, I'll pull out the semtexes. And this one is a hardwired battle class, just in case they're throwing a lot of stuns at me. If I'm like posted up on a head glitch, I don't want to be getting stunned, so I can't kill anyone. So that will be pulled out if they're running too many stuns or UMPs. And then I have this IMR class, just in case my battle shot is shaky or something. I just copied my class on accident. Anyways, no, stop. Whoops. Alright, so with the IMR, I run the red dot with stock and quick draw because it doesn't have any kick, so I don't need foregrip, and I don't like the iron sight on this gun. It's really bad. So some people can use it. I can't do it. So anyways, it's a standard class. I got lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor, overclock, and 2 stuns. And then this is the melee class. Now, if you watch competitive, then you know that some teams will have a player rocking this LMG off the start of games on retreat and solar. Those are the only 2 I ever see it on. If I see it on another map, then you're kind of clueless. Maybe Detroit for a few sections. If you're that main anchor player for your team, then you might run this. But anyways, I run stock, quick draw, and foregrip with the normal perk setup over here. So some people run thermal. I feel like in respawn you don't need the thermal. The iron sight is alright. It's not horrible, so I can't use it. So I can use the iron sight and still have success. So that's good. And those are my hardpoint setup classes. And if you're wondering why I don't have any flak jacket setups for the battle classes, the reason being it's an AR. If I get in the hill with an AR, I'm delusional and stupid. I might jump in just if I have to, but I'm probably going to be outside the hill slaying instead of jumping in all the time. So that's why I don't have flak jacket on, a flak jacket battle class. And now I'm going to be going to search and destroy. Alright, so for these 2 pages, these are all search and destroy again. So this is a standard ASM1 class. I have the same attachments with overcharged instead of lightweight on this. Same perks, and then mute and frags. Now, I don't normally run this class. If I'm going to use a SMG, I'm probably not going to run nades, and I'll show you why with the next class I have, because it's my go-to. But anyways, I have overcharged, which will give me more mute. So it'll be, instead of 20 seconds of mute, I'll have 30 seconds. And then the frags, just in case I want to nade someone off the bomb if I get in that situation. But normally, I'm going to be running this class right here. This is my favorite class because I like to get aggressive in search. If you watch any of my gameplays and I run an ASM1, I'm probably running around the map. So with this class, I have the standard perks and everything, but until you get to the EXO abilities, I have 2 EXOs. I have the mute and the overclock. So I run this wild card right here, Tactician, so I can have 2 abilities. And normally I'll hit the overclock to run really fast. I have lightweight on so I can really go fast. And then I'll hit the mute so I can run around the map silently for a little while and just sprint around and try to get behind them. That's basically what I do in a lot of S&Ds. And I don't normally run nades with the ASM1s, or I don't normally use my grenades with the ASM1 class, so I'll probably run this class the majority of the time. If I don't run it, then I'll just run a bow. And then this class is another standard class with overcharge, but this time I have cold-blooded. The reason I have cold-blooded is because of thermal snipers. If you have cold-blooded on, it's almost impossible to see in some situations with the thermal. So that's why I have cold-blooded on that. If they're running thermal snipers, I'll pull this out. And this class will be an overkill Moors. So I'm only running 2 attachments on ASM1, foregrip and quick draw. People run quick draw, advanced rifling. I just like the foregrip. I don't like to have kick on my gun. So, and then I have the Moors with the overkill perk. Overkill's pretty overpowered in this game. A lot. If you run, pretty much every team has at least like 2, 3, even all 4 players running overkill at one time. So, you can tell it's overpowered because everyone uses it. But yeah. So, have the Moors thermal on this class with overcharged. Once again, only 1 frag grenade because that's all I can fit on my class, and mute. And then this one is almost the same class, except that I have a variable zoom scope on this one. And that's just in case they're running cold-blooded and I can't see them with a thermal, I'll pull out the variable zoom instead. Alright, now the bow classes. This is a standard bow class with overcharged and mute and frags. And for this one, I'll probably run this a lot because this would be my go-to with the regular frag grenades. And just like and with overcharge. That's the key, because the next class has danger close. I hate danger close, and I wish it wasn't in this game. Although it doesn't do like a whole lot of damage. Like in Ghosts, if you use danger close, when it first came out, when it wasn't banned yet, it was ridiculous. So yeah, but danger close, one thing it does is it gets through flak jacket. Like if you have flak jacket and a danger close grenade comes at you, it doesn't matter. It's gonna kill you. Not that too many players run flak jacket and search and destroy. This is just to get like. This is so that I can get the grenade kills and not just weaken them. Because grenades in this game aren't like super powerful. You're probably not gonna get a 1-hit grenade and kill someone with a regular grenade. But with danger close, you can do it if you land it properly. And if you hit them with both, they're gonna die. It's just how it works. And that's why I have danger close on that. So, this is a bow class where I have 2 exos. I have trophy and mute, and I said earlier that I don't like the trophy because it's inconsistent, but I'm not gonna run flak jacket in search and destroy. That's stupid. Alright, so basically I'll use the trophy for only certain situations. Like on Biolab, if we're gonna hit A, I'll run a trophy because people pre-nade the outskirts area. So if I have a trophy, we won't get naded, even though they'll probably know we're there. We'll at least be in position faster, and we won't have to wait for the nades to hit and everything. And then I have the mute, so after my trophy's gone and I might be in a different situation, I'll have mute so that they can't hear me. And then I have an IMR class again. For all these class setups, I normally have 1 backup IMR just in case I can't use the bow for some reason. And in Search and Destroy, I'll probably pull this out more often because the IMR is ridiculous in S&D, I feel like. I feel like it's really good. And I run danger close with it because if I have an IMR, I'm probably not going to be running around, so I don't run lightweight. And then I have the double nades with mute. And then, once again, have an overkill class with the melee. And this one I run a thermal on in Search and Destroy because you know, it's just easier to see people in Search and Destroy. I can call people out. Even if I don't kill them, I'll be able to call them out and see them easily. Unless they're running cold-blooded. But in that case, if they are running cold-blooded, I'll just pull out this SMG right here because Overkill is so overpowered, and I can run an SMG and an LMG. Even though they got banned in the last game, they still haven't banned it yet in this. I can't run an EXO or a grenade, but I can still run these perks. So, who needs EXO abilities and grenades when you have a melee and an ASM1? I mean, come on. You pretty much have it all right there. Alright, this is my uplink setup. Okay, so standard ASM1. I have it on my hardpoint set. You saw it earlier. Regular class. Now, here we go. Alright, so this is a regular class except for those grenades. I have EMPs on. And the reason I have EMPs on is because in uplink, you're jumping around. The ball carrier is going to be jumping around trying to get those 2-point dunks. So if you hit them with the EMP, they're going to have to go for throws. And when you're standing and throwing, it's really hard to make certain throws. They have to be like right next to the goal. So if you have those EMPs on, they're not going to be able to do that much. So having the EMPs is going to be helpful. I'll probably run the EMPs more often than the stuns in this case. because I'd rather them only get 1-point plays if possible. And there's a lot of 1-point plays where you have to double jump, so if I hit them with the stun, they can't do anything, or the EMP, they can't do anything. This is a normal class, except I have hardwired instead of blast suppressor, and I have the stuns. And then the next class is the same class, except with EMPs. Probably run this class a lot too. Mostly gonna run EMPs, because I really like EMPs in uplink. Now we got battle classes. This is my first battle class. It's a normal setup. It's in the hardpoint setup. It's just a normal lightweight and stuff with stuns. Same class. Now we have the same exact class setup, but with EMPs again. The same exact class setup with stuns and hardwired. And then the same exact class with EMPs and hardwired. And that's it. I'm not going to pull out an IMR and uplink, or an melee and uplink. That's dumb. Alright, so this is CTF. This is the last part. Capture the flag, I don't need a lot of classes because I'm not going to run hardwire in CTF. I don't want them to know where I am with the flag. Even though they can see on their minimap, it's still delayed. And plus, I want to be able to sneak into their base without and pull flags. So I don't want them knowing where I am all the time. So I just have a normal standard setup with stuns and overclock. And then I do have EMPs, ASM1, just in case I feel like they're jumping around a lot and they need to get EMP'd. Because some flag routes you can take, you can jump onto buildings and such, so I figured EMPs would also slow them down pretty effectively. Stuns do the same thing, but if they're running hardwire just in case, well, if they're running hardwire, then EMPs are kind of useless. So I don't even know I really have this class, to be honest, just in case, I guess. In case I feel like EMPs will be the way. Battle class standard, you've seen it already. Overclock stuns. Same thing with EMPs. And then I do have an IMR class on CTF, and this is only for retreat and ascend. I will never use this class on Biolab. I'm delusional if I do. So I'll pull this out on ascend, possibly. Probably not that often, but though, because I'll only pull this out if my battle shot is complete poop and I have to hit these long range shots. If I'm playing defense, I'll pull this out. Probably not going to, though. Probably won't see me with this. But on retreat, this is probably the best gun you can use, even though I probably won't use it that often. I say that, and I probably won't even use it, just because the bow is more versatile than the IMR. And I'm not going for a main AR Slayer role. I'm probably just going to be like a Slayer who runs both types of weapon. So if anyone's going to run an IMR, it'd probably be the main AR player on our team. Whenever I get on a team, which will probably be tomorrow. Probably going to be looking for teammates tomorrow. But anyways, this is a longer video, guys, but I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I hope you learned a little bit of something from me rambling for 18 minutes. But, yeah, I will have a roster change video coming out on Sunday, and this video will be up on Saturday, so you can expect that tomorrow, I guess. So I'll see you guys next time, and peace.